Great morning, great morning, great morning. I am Nicole D. Jones, and I am just happy and grateful for another day. I'm happy and grateful for our meal prep Monday. I'm happy and grateful for you. I'm just happy and grateful for life today. I don't take it for granted. I don't take it lightly. I understand that somebody does not have today to be happy and grateful in. And for that, I am truly grateful. One thing that I don't, I continue to say, I'll sound like a broken record. I firmly believe that every day that we have is great. It's up to us to keep it that way. Every day that we have, it's an opportunity for us to look at ourselves, to right our wrongs, and to be thankful that we have that opportunity because someone doesn't have it. So I am happy and grateful. I'm happy and grateful for you. As I always say, thank you for being willing to be accountability to me, as I'm willing to be accountable to you. This journey called life is better when we walk together, okay? It's better when we walk together because when we choose to walk together, we're as strong as the weakest person. So we'll always be intentional to hold one another accountable. We'll always be intentional to want to see the best by whoever's with us. It will become a perspective and a mindset. And I just think that's a beautiful thing. But I know that we're in the last quarter of 2021. We're in the last quarter. So October for the government, the last quarter started on October 1. You know, the last 3 months of the fiscal year, of the calendar year, all of that. And one thing that I've really been feeling is in the last quarter, we're going to finish strong. Okay. So today, because it's Meal Prep Monday, I want to prepare your mind, your perspective for this upcoming week. All right. And I want to go back, and we've talked about this before. Okay. As a man thinks, so he is. All right. You are what you think. It is from the greatest book that I've ever picked up. It is the manual of our journey in our life, okay? Proverbs 23:7, all right? Everything goes back to the book. Like I say it all the time. Everything goes back to the book. We're all spirit with a soul wrapped in this flesh. And I just want to remind you today that your thoughts become a reflection of who you really are, all right? Your thoughts become a reflection of who you really are. And like I said, we're going to finish strong. So what are we going to do? I'm here to remind you. I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to walk with you. I'm here to just be that little voice that's going to give you what you need for the rest of this week to remember, as a man thinketh, so he is. What you think is what you are. So my question today is, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Okay? I hope by October, we have come to a point where we put the stinking thinking to the side. Okay? I know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that you are healthy, that you are wealthy, that you are prosperous, that everything that your hands go to touch, it must, it shall, and it will manifest, prosper, and grow. I'm thinking that you are loved. I'm thinking that you are loved. I'm thinking that you're necessary, you're relevant, you're needed, you're all of those things. You're everything that you walk out daily in your purpose because your life is purposed. Your life is purpose. You are purpose. All right? This is a fixed fight. We're going through this journey to get to the final destiny. And I'm just here to remind you today that it's a fixed fight and we've already won. You've won. So who are you? What are you thinking? I hope that you're thinking that you're a winner today, because that's what you are. I hope that you understand that it doesn't matter what the first 9 months look like. You getting on the scoreboard in the final quarter. All right? Not only are you on the scoreboard, you're going to win the game. Man, your mouth speaks, but your heart is sometimes elsewhere. All right? I need your heart to line up with your mouth. I need your heart to line up with your words. I need your heart to line up with your perspective. I need your heart, okay? I'm not talking about this heart. I'm talking about this heart. Talking about this. Because where does the battlefield happen? Where does the battle happen? Excuse me. Where is the battlefield? It's in your mind. But what's stronger? Who are you really? It's what's laying in the subconscious mind, okay? I'm just here to remind you, all right? Your thoughts and your heart shape the reality of who you are. So you believe what's in your heart. You believe what's in your heart, okay? I'm not talking about the physical pumping your blood through your body. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your heart, your true heart, all right? You believe what's in your heart. So what's in your heart today? I want you to be able to pull out of your subconscious mind, because in your subconscious mind is where you really live. I'm not talking about those thoughts that come and try to destroy you. I'm not talking about the thoughts that try to come and remind you of everything that you didn't do wrong. I'm reminding you of your purpose. I'm reminding you of who you are. I'm reminding you that as a man thinketh, so he is. I'm reminding you that who you truly are is in the heart of you. It's in the subconscious of you. It's that childlike spirit that leaps on the inside of you. That is who you are. Man. Woo. Remember, your thinking is going to shape your actions. Okay? So why am I saying all this to you this morning? Because I need for you to get your thinking right so that your actions fall in line. Well, what do you mean, Nicole? When I understand that I am loved and I am loved, then that means I'm going to walk out love. When I understand that I have purpose and I am valued, then I'm going to walk out in purpose and I'm going to be valuable. Okay? Man. Everything you are comes from your heart. Everything you are comes from your heart. And we're known by the fruit that we bear. See, I just want to be in your garden this morning. I want to dig up. We're in the garden today. We're in the garden today. I tell you that your mind is like, it's the Garden of Eden. And what we got to remember is Eve didn't leave the garden to bite the apple. The apple was bit in the garden. So what does that mean? That means inside the garden, there was a space before sin came in. There was a space after. I'm here to remind you that you was created in the space before sin came in. So we were born into that other side, okay? That's why the trials come the way that they do. But as a man thinketh, so is he. I just want to stir you up this morning. I want to remind you of who you are and whose you are. I want to remind you that no matter what a situation looks like, no matter what you're going through, no matter what your friends say, well, your so-called friends, because if they was really your friends, they wouldn't be speaking death over you. But that's a whole nother topic for another day. But I want to remind you today that the things and the cares of this world is not who you are. As a man thinketh, so is he. I need you to shift your thoughts today. I don't know about you, but by 10 a.m. on Monday morning, it's been a little bit of stuff going on. It's been a little bit where the enemy's trying to make me think and feel some kind of way. So if you ain't happy today, I am, because I'm going to encourage myself to understand. I am purpose. Every day that I wake up with breath in my body, I wake up in purpose. All right? You have a purpose. So no matter what's been going on thus far, no matter what tries to come in this week, no matter what little thoughts try to remind you of who you used to be, I'm here to counteract it, to let you know and to build up your tenacity to understand that you are victorious, that you are the head and not the tail, that you are above and not beneath, that you are needed, that you are relevant, that you are necessary. Ain't no devil in hell gonna come and take nothing that belongs to you, because it is yours. All right? Just want to remind you. What you thinking? What you thinking today? All right? Wisdom is the application of knowledge. It's the application of knowledge, okay? We're all wise. We're all wise. We're all wise, okay? Because we all have knowledge, because we're all learning and growing. So even on this week, I want you to be careful of what you're allowing to come into you. What are you feeding on? What conversations are you listening to? What books are you reading? What are the different things that you're looking at? If you choose to look at the TV, I'm about to call it the one-eyed devil, Lord Jesus. Whatever you choosing to look at, it needs to be something that's filling you, all right? You want to scroll through social media? How about you scroll through YouTube? How about you find some encouragement to look at? How about you find your pastor or your leader or your mentor or someone who's going to feed you life, that's going to help you shift your perspective and keep it where it's supposed to be? How about you go to I Am Nicole D. Jones on YouTube and pull some stuff out? How about you do that? All right? Because as a man thinketh, so is he. What are your thoughts? I want you to be very mind conscious today of what you're thinking. When you feel stinking thinking creeping up, I want you to take every thought captive. See, you have the power and you have the authority to take and dismiss anything that doesn't line up with who you really are. Okay? You are not your past. You are not your downfalls. You are not your mistakes. You are none of those things. Those are just life lessons. We learn and grow. Everything that happens in our life, we look at it as a lesson so that we can learn and grow. All right? We're not perfect. We're striving for perfection. But the only way that perfection can come is through trial and error. That's it. Stop being so hard on yourself. Somebody need to hear that today. Stop being so hard on yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself. Learn how to forgive yourself, okay? This is the thing. We can walk out forgiveness when we stop dibbling and dabbling in it. See, we can be remorseful, we can be sorry, we can feel bad about what we do. But when there's a true repentance, when it's that sorrowful, and you're intentional, I'm not saying you won't go do the same thing again, but what I'm saying is something has shifted in your thought, in your perspective. So even when you go to do it or you go and do it again, it's not like it was the last time. Every time, because you go through your process of being set free from that thing. Okay? That's how you can stay in forgiveness. That's how you can look at it and be understanding with yourself. See, Jehovah God understands. He created us. People may not understand us. That's why you got to be careful who's around you. Got to be careful who's around you. Okay? If people are just there to take from you, if people are just there to discredit you, if people are in your life always reminding you what you did wrong, then you in the wrong space. Remember, all of us is supposed to be somewhere, not everywhere. Okay? So I just wanted to remind you that the most amazing gift that we have is our human mind. Okay? But we understand that it's also the battlefield. We understand that's where we wrestle with. We understand that nothing has power or authority till we begin to speak it out. So if you're wrestling right now with your thoughts, because I said, as a man thinketh, so is he. So if you're wrestling with your thoughts, it's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with the wrestle. All right? It doesn't get activated till you start speaking it out. So you got to learn how to bridle your tongue. Got to learn how to rest your lips. All right? You don't speak on those things. You don't speak on them. When you keep the battle here, and how do you combat and win the battle? You speak life. You speak life. So if you wake up feeling like, I'm not going to accomplish anything today, that's the thought. What do? You speak life. I'm so happy and grateful now that all things I go and set my hands to do, it is accomplished because I understand that I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am prosperous, and everything my hands go to touch, it shall, and it will manifest, prosper, and grow. See, we speak life. That's how we win the battle. We don't get stuck there. And when it gets too heavy, that's why it's important to know who's around you. You're able to pull strength from one another. Man, Proverbs, book of wisdom, from the greatest book that I've ever read. You should check it out. It's called the Bible. Check it out. It's a good read. All right? Man, I don't even know what else to say. Transform your thinking. It's 10:19. I'm done. Transform your thinking. All right? Meal Prep Monday. Just here to remind you. I'm here to remind you that every good thing that you think of, every good thing, whatever you think of that comes into your mind, that's a good thing. Take a second. Think about something that's good. Anything that you think is a good thing. Milk chocolate is a good thing to me. Anything you think is good, I need you to know that you're better. Anything you can think of that is good, I need to know, or need you to know, that you're better. Okay? So on this Monday, as we prepare for the week, we're in the final quarter. This is the first week of the final quarter of 2021. We're going to start strong. We're going to end stronger. Okay? I don't know what you've gone through. It don't matter. Because one thing that has been proven, it's a fact that in the last quarter, if you can get on the scoreboard, you can win the game. So we're going winning. All right? We're winners. You're a winner. You are a winner. Okay? I'm thankful. Thank you for being willing to walk with me as long as you have been. Man, we've been doing this. We set our goals in January. We have been faithful to ourselves. And even on days that we couldn't be faithful to ourselves, I'm thankful that accountability pushed us to be faithful to one another. So even if you couldn't get on every call, I'm glad that you go back and you look at them. If you haven't been, I'm glad that you're going to start now. All right? So I am Nicole D. Jones. I just wanted to come on here and encourage you, remind you, tell you that I appreciate you. I'm so happy and grateful for you. I don't take it for granted. I don't take it lightly. Y'all don't understand. The struggle is real. And some days I don't feel like doing this for me. But then when I know that it's at least one person who's willing to connect their strength to my weakness, then it pushes me to do it anyway. All right? When we can start getting our thoughts right, it starts to get easier to get up. No matter how heavy we feel, no matter what the burden feels like, we got to keep getting up. And it's things like this and times like this that give us that added strength that we all need one time or another. All right? So I want you to stay humble. I want you to stay focused. And I want you to stay positive. I want you to continue to be the best you unapologetically, because you are going to do it in a posture of submission to Jehovah God, and it will produce humility in you. It will produce peace in you. It will produce patience in you. It will produce long suffering in you. It will produce love in you. It's going to produce all those things. It's going to produce it. Not only in you, but in me too. And for that, I am excited. So again, I am Nicole D. Jones. I want you to continue to have a fantabulous day. Smooches.